Good morning, board. Hello, fellow constituents. Listening to him, you're right, there was a ton of bureaucratic red tape. I was trying to follow all the acronyms and things he said, and then you tend to get lost in it. I find that we have a real issue here inside of California, maybe many other states that follow behind us, but with housing individuals who don't make 3 times the rent that is necessary. When it comes to RV living, it is the squalor factor. It's the fact that people don't take care of the environment they're living in, maybe because of some of the issues, unprocessed traumas. I'm not sure what's going on. But what I find that I'm struggling with is I don't want to believe that as human beings that we're parasitic. I'm hoping that we work in symbiosis with the area around us. One thing that comes to mind is the pallet shelter. They've designated an area to set up pallets for people or individuals to live in. I'm thinking we're gonna have to work, because of the area we live in, work with the fire departments to make sure that we maintain the space around these little homes. So, you know what I'm trying to say? Am I making sense? So I'm hoping that we can work on this, because we really have an issue here inside of California, and that is housing. So if we can break the chains of this bureaucratic stuff that we have to keep going through, then maybe we can house individuals. One person housed, it means the world to them. So let's see if we can't work with this or work for this together. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I normally don't weigh in on situations like this, but it's real simple. Number one, the temporary housings do what to your taxes? For property tax, it brings it down. What does it do for your house? It brings your house down. You have a bunch of people with, they're not even houses. You might as well just paint a tire on the damn thing. But the fact of the matter is, there is no reason to have those little houses in certain areas. You want homeless people to have a place? That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But I don't want the crime. I don't want the fires. When you pay for your home, when you pay your little mortgage bill, and now we're going to have some new subletting thing in here like Granny Flats and Simi Valley 20 years ago, this is wrong. When you devalue someone's house, that's wrong. And I'm telling you straight up, I'm not a fool. I'm not a nigger. And I want...
Wow.
That's
Shut the
right.
hell up. Shut up.
Wow.
Shut the hell up.
Please, from the chamber,
Get the hell out of here, you racist piece of shit.
we will have order in the room. Nathan.
I use the term for ignorance. Not...
Get out.
Shut up.
Get out.
Anyway,
Nathan, if you're gonna continue to break out, we will ask you to
Yell at
disrupt
him.
the meeting.
It's not just him.
Everyone needs to quiet. Thank you.
personally, I do feel that everybody should have a place to live. Everybody should have a job. But that's not the case here. Public awareness needs to be done properly. When we deal with each other, we need to deal equally. Not pro this or pro that. Not racial. Not any of that. Just straight up. And I did want to say one more thing. For you guys putting in a gun range, it only takes 1 or 2 clicks on the site to go over. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. And Arlene from Tiny Homes, or either one of you can come on up.
I think we can all see one thing. The thing about tiny houses that a lot of people forget is there's different certifications. Right now we manufacture NFPA 1192, 1195. Our next step is to do manufactured housing. They're almost going to look identical, but just different certifications. the RV industry has put forward something and it's for 1192, they want to keep RVs in a certain category so they're not looked down, like, so HCD does not completely try to take over the RV industry. It's just a loophole that the RV industry has done to try to stay out of a certain category. What we manufacture is literally almost the same thing as a manufactured home. I just want to put that out there. The other thing is for a majority of our clients are 50-year-old seniors, single mothers. That kind of goes with what happened this morning. A lot of people live in these rural areas. A lot of people want to live behind their kid's house. It's kind of interesting, the types of clients we get. We get clients from very wealthy to very minimal income. This is definitely one of those things where it brings both sides of the aisles. Whether you're Democrat, Republican, Communist, it doesn't matter. Almost 90% of people we run into around the world love tiny houses. And as for safety and stuff like that, fiber cement siding, metal roofs, you know, I don't know if this county's gonna want to do sprinklers, things like that, but we have units all over the United States. We've never had an issue with roofs caving in and stuff like that, so.
Yeah, in fact, we just had one sent over to the Reno area and they had a big snowstorm over the past, months, and he suggested send me a photo of over 3 feet of snow on the roof. So we use standing seam metal roof in our units, and they're very well constructed. It's completely different than an RV. In fact, all the windows are all tempered windows. We use residential countertops, residential cabinetry. It's not your standard recreational vehicle where it's flimsy. We don't kind of like push them out. Everything is all constructed at our facility, 2x4 construction, insulation, which we use to ensure the full board insulation and above. So it's a completely different structure than regular concrete.
One thing I'd like to add to the cost for the county to do this, I understand things like this take a long time. Why not copy like Placer County? They've already done all the paperwork, so.
Yeah.
That could be
There's
one option.
Placer, Santa Clara County, also Mendocino is also moving into it as well.
Do you know what the snow load was on the unit that you sent to the Reno area?
So they're all different. I'm not sure if that specific one we can manufacture, but we get third-party engineered.
I see.
So they tell us what needs to be done.
Okay, great. That's important, like you say, the rural areas up in the mountains. Thank you.
All right,
Thank
thank you.
Joshua, come on up.
Well, first I just wanted to say shame on you, Patrick, for siding with that skinhead over Nathan, because on that yellow card, it says you can't use profane language when you're speaking. You should have, told him to stop. Second, I just wanted to say, housing is, I'll say it again, it's a human right. I was going to talk a little later about the RVs, and I don't have a speech prepared for this one, but I'm trying my best. Okay. First of all, I just gotta say, I can't get this off my mind. I'm not black, but I am Jewish. And before we're in a certain German situation that we can't vote or peacefully assemble our way out of, I just wanted to say we won't go back. And also, okay.
You got it, buddy.
You have to follow. I'll say, I can repeat myself later. I'm trying not to. You have to follow Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It doesn't start with someone way up here, someone who already has money. It starts out taking care of people's basic needs, and then building them up. Start with this. Start with housing. Build up. And I thought my voice was important here because